talk about a bit about video games. Are you a gamer?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, funny thing is I before I even got in a race car, I was playing games on the computer with a steering wheel and pedals, whatever. So ever since then, that was like 98, 99, whatever. I've been racing on the computer, PS3, Xbox, whatever, playing all those games. So I've played every version of the F1 games for the computer, and all those different games come out for the PlayStation. So yeah, I'm a big gamer. Yep.
So it sounds like you play a lot of racing games. Mostly. Do you play anything else, or?
It's funny. It's probably mixed. I play a lot of sports games, a lot of Madden, that kind of stuff. NBA. The latest NHL game was big. The Capitals were doing pretty well there for a little while, and
we all saw what happened.
Yeah, exactly. So it varies. It goes. I'll play. I can definitely OD on the racing games sometimes. It's more fun for me to play the racing games when I'm with friends, like that they want to race me or something like that. So it's more fun for me to kind of do that than it is just by myself, just to play on my own. But I play everything. First-person shooters, whatever. It's all fun.
Cool. All right, so this is kind of a tough question. I don't like to answer this question myself, but I gotta ask you: do you have a favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time. Well, ones that's like stick in my mind were like games that I played when I was younger, like Madden '98. Like that was huge.
That was a good
huge.
Year, yeah.
And then like even before that, like Tecmo Super Bowl.
The reverse.
You go
spin.
back
Yeah.
exactly, the reverse spin exactly. Like those games that sort of like blew you away. Like it's hard to pick one that was like magical. Gran Turismo was one.
That's true. That's true.
So there's it's not one favorite game I have, but I would say that the most memorable ones have been on the consoles. I play lots of PC games too, but the console games are the ones that sort of get you hooked.
Do you have a game that you're kind of hooked on right now?
I'm not trying to push EA right now, but Skate 2, I cannot pull myself away from that game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm playing a lot of Left 4 Dead these days, especially the new Survivor mode. That just came out.
I got a buddy that's big on that, and Call of Duty there for a while had me mesmerized for a couple hours sometimes. So.
The AC Spectre gunship level is my favorite.
Yep.
Have you had a chance to play Shift?
I have.
You have. What do you think?
Twice on 2 occasions now. It's a cool game. And the cool thing about it is it brings sort of like the fun aspect that Need for Speed always had, but now it sort of blends the simulation which you got from other games. So you get the whole experience. You get the fun part. So if you're not like a hardcore sim racer kind of guy, you can pick it up and have fun with it. Like all the different little details about the game with as you go faster, everything kind of blurs out in the cockpit. All those little things that sort of just add to the game. Makes it fun for that kind of person. But then someone who is a big racing fan, for one, you got to drive some cool cars, but also some cool tracks, but also the car. My M3, the race car, feels like the race car in the game. So there's something for everyone in the game for sure.
That's awesome. Well, you almost kind of answered my next question. There is. So you've driven with your BMW in the game. How does that compare to driving the real one?
Well, obviously it's different.
It's not
driving.
You don't have the G-forces and whatnot.
Driving. With a wheel. I've been playing on the controller recently, so on the game so far only. So that part's different. But I'll tell you, all the little things that you sort of. Like a good example is I kind of felt comfortable driving the car right away. I picked the controller up and I was basically told I had to beat a lap time to keep my job. Not really, but but I felt the pressure there. Someone had set a lap time on the Nordschleife, and so I picked it up, and I messed up 2 corners in, but then from then on I felt comfortable driving the car. So just a testament to the fact that the car to me felt like a GT2 car, a car that I was used to driving, and that's huge.
Cool. Well, what does a game really need to do to capture a racing experience? Like what is a good game when it comes to racing?
Yeah, it's just feeling like you're in the car, like you're at any moment something could go wrong and you can crash or whatever, but but still be on the fine line of just making that outside pass on somebody or whatever, like just bumping a guy out of the way a little bit. So, you know, it's racing. I mean, that's what the game's about, is racing. And so to capture the feeling of racing with a car, you know, all the little things that happen when you're racing with somebody, you know, if you just touch someone a little bit, you know, him kind of spinning off a little bit, just the little things like that. I mean, the cool thing about Shift, like I said, the blurring stuff, but even if you do crash, how they're just bringing like some new aspects of the game about, like, you know, the screen will kind of desaturate a little bit, or you hear the guy grunt for the first time, which it was kind of blue. I mean, I heard it for the first time here. Yeah. You know, I crashed pretty hard once in my car. Sorry, Bobby. You know, heard the guy grunt, you know, and you kind of lose focus a little bit, and it's like, I've crashed a couple cars, unfortunately. I've had one pretty decent sized accident. You kind of lose just awareness for a little bit. So, you know, it's cool to see that in the game.
Okay, so the last question, very random one that we got from our community again. All right, so what's better after winning, the taste of victory or the taste of champagne?
Well, the taste of champagne is the taste of victory. So, no, I mean, just that satisfaction in the car, you know, when you cross the line in first place, you know, especially if you've had like a tough race, like a tough battle, something like that, if you maybe thought, it's not going to go my way, but then to get that, just that feeling inside of taking the victory is cool. The champagne afterwards and the parties afterwards, you know, is always fun. But, you know, for me, I mean, you know, winning, just that feeling that's what, you know, kind of drives me, is just to get, you know, go for that feeling.
Cool. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
No problem. Thanks for having me.